Are you ready for this? It's the Ispalian job, and if you're ready for this, eat your call on the cob. I've really not thought it through. When the intro, just get on with it. Flipping heck. I thought it could have been grand. It could have been like Broadway, you know, West End, but shit.
3, 2, 1, go.
We're coming up with this series name. I never thought that Ispalian job would be rhymed with corn on the cob. So let's move on. Welcome out, folks, to the Ispalian job. No corn on the cob was damaged in the making of that intro. So today, then, we've got 2 matches for you. We've played 2 matches since we last met, but what I was gathering is we would quite like to see European football, and it's our final group game against Bursaspor. Now, you may have noticed there, we are top of the bloody table, and the reason for that is we won both games against Verona and Fiorentina. A little bit of fortune in both, I dare say. The first of which then was the 2-1 win against Verona, and you can see there, Sebastian Spira, 92nd minute. We gave away a penalty in the first half, but 92nd minute winner. Heise wins it back, whips it into Spira, who prods home and gives us the win. Now, with that, we then went into the Fiorentina game in high spirits, feeling a little bit better about ourselves, and Heise and Toft gets the goal. We've still only got 4 goal scorers. Toft had already got 1, so we've still only got 4. And then Marko Grujic on 81. When Oz fouls him, in my book it's not a foul, but luckily for us, Rico in goal claims it, and it's the sort of situation, if you've played Football Manager, you'll know, if you concede a goal in the final 10 minutes, they will equalise. I mean, you've seen it in this series enough already to know, but overall we dominated the game, 57% possession, 18 shots, 9 on target, and then he had 2 shots on target, one of which was the penalty. So, a dominant performance from us, and a little slip up from the other teams around us has meant that we are now leading the pack. Only on goal difference, though, and Sebastian Spira, Dorian Heise, very much to thank for that. And hopefully today, then, we can keep that going with a game against Palermo, who are in 6th position, coming up. At the time of picking that game, I thought, oh, well, that'd be good, because they're right next to us. But actually what's happened is we've risen a little bit and everyone's slowed down. So, that game's coming up later. But first of all, then, the game against Bursaspor in the group of the Europa League. We're in Group I, and if you take a closer look at Group I, you can see Sevilla on 13 points have won the group. We can't catch them. We're going to get a difficult game in the first knockout round. Bursaspor on 7 points, and Lokomotiv Moscow are being battered every single week. Now, that then means we must beat Bursaspor, and as noted, the only 2 games we've lost so far in the group are to Sevilla, so Bursaspor should be one of those games that we can pick up points in and definitely win. Issues, though. Barloco suspended, and I didn't put another left-back on the bench or in the squad, did I? So you get to see Verdi, who's not a natural at left-back, to play as the defensive winger on that left-hand side. You'll enjoy this. It worked against Bursaspor last time you played him. Or it's Spartak Moscow, maybe. Or Lokomotiv Moscow, a team that's actually in our group. So this is the team then. Rico will be in goal, Belnova, Diaz and Scrivani. No left-back, or sort of a left-back in Verdi. Shaqiri just plays in front of those 2 then, although actually struggling for a little bit of fitness. And I realise now that we're 2 days before. And the reason for that is this. Juventus have come a-calling. Do you want a job? No, I literally left that for the video purposes. In the middle, Centano and Derek play there with Toft just in front. High set in... Centano, I said. Yeah. Next to Derek. Who's Derek? Spanish 25-year-old midfielder. Derek. Yeah, I am pronouncing that right. So, Heise and Spira up front, and that completes today's team. What's the problem? I can see yourself sitting there just going, what is this? He's gone too far with this. You know, it was almost comedic him getting the names wrong, but to change it to Derek is... Do you not remember Norman? Do you not remember Norman? We had this problem before. All right, if you don't remember Norman, then that's fine. But Derek, Norman, Derek. Anyway, game coming up in a couple of days. I've rejected that Juventus offer. They're awful. They're genuinely awful. I'm talking they're down in 16th awful. So obviously not. No. Stoke City have offered me a job. What are Stoke City up to? 16th in the Premier League. Notice Reading there, bottom of the table. Who's their vice captain? Alberto Seri. How's it going, Alberto? It went well for a few years. And now this again. Sorry, Stoke. Not this time. Imagine being the sort of manager that can attract offers from Juventus and Stoke. Both of which were 16th, though. So I guess there's some logic to it. Right then, I've already run you through the team, so no need to do that once again. And yeah, we'll see how Verdi does in this defensive winger role. As I've played before, and we were relatively successful. We are big favourites for the game as well. They're 3-1. So, you know, put a tenner on them. You might get 30 back with your stake or something. I don't know how it works. I don't do sports betting. Right, passionately say then. It seems that Savas should be winning without any problem at all. And they love that. Now, Verdi's not really featured since the early games, so we'll see. The question is, will we get a big performance out of Derek? This is in 3D. This is a myth. It's not. We're not watching in 3D. Although in next year's game we might do, but it's too late now. I've made the decision this year to stick with 2D. So there we go. Right then, how are we going to do against Bursaspor? A draw will be good enough, but it's not overly convincing if you do it that way, is it? Ideally, we'd quite like to win the game and look dominant. That's the idea. Highset and Spearer, while they've been very good in the league, they've been less good. And what's this black and blue kit we've got? I like this. This is better than the green nonsense we always wear. Derek's on it now. Derek into Dorian. Dorian strikes it, and it's deflected in. I don't really care, though. 18th goal of the season for Dorian. Looking good. The two boys up front in the goals again. And you can see here, Derek, great bit of work from him, and into Heiser, who drills it against the legs of the defender. Smart, that is. That's very clever. Because ordinarily, you might be thinking, just hit it straight in the goal. But no, if you want to try and outfox the keeper, off the legs of a defender, always better. Bursaspor, forward again. Derek flies in on him. Blimey, Derek's a man. It's like a whole new man, isn't Derek, isn't he? Ball played across, though, and they're on that side. Cleared just about. Santano into Derek, whose delivery out to Spearer is fantastic. And our Spearer can run at the back line. Spearer. Oh, what a run, Spearer. That is almost a Mariano Renzi-esque with that sort of finish. Spearer does everyone and then pops it in. I mean, you see it, takes on that man like he's not even there, goes past another like he's not there, and then the finish, the pace from Spearer is unbelievable. And it's 2-0, looking very good. I don't know what that celebration was. I think he was beating his chest. Well done, you. 2-0, though, looking good. And it looks like we're going to progress through the Europa League stages to the knockout stages. Ooh. Spearer tackled there. Belger Fernandez finds Scudavani. And you'll note then, without a left back, doesn't really matter, does it? Because he plays a sort of an auxiliary wing back. You can see him here. He's very good at dribbling, keeps the ball very nicely. As Toft finds Derek, who's I will say, having a bigger part in this game than ever before. Or I'm just saying his name more because I can. Toft back into Derek, who's all over it. Where's Derek going to go? Oh, what a lovely turn from Derek into Santano, and he's got options ahead of him. Finds Dorian Heiser. You back out to Belanova now. Belanova into Toft. Shot on goal. Blocked by the defence and cleared. And maybe a chance for Bursaspor. The ball's played in behind. No, Ruben Diaz is having none of it, and it's cleared. Ruben Diaz quietly going about his business this season, looking very good. And shout out to Rico. Penalty save in that last game against Fiorentina. Very good stuff. Right, I'm very pleased with the performance. Keep it going, lads. Everyone's playing well. And let's see if we can carry this on. We've been on the counter-attack all game, but I'm thinking, do we switch it up and go attacking? Actually, Shaqiri's struggling a little bit for fitness, so we'll bring Miranda in just to freshen things up a little bit. It shouldn't change too much, should it? I mean, the answer is no, it shouldn't, but now I've mentioned it, I'm nervous. Toft's not having the greatest game of his career. He's on a 6.6, so we'll bring Bon Jovi on. You know, making substitutions. I'm like a proper manager. Derek's on it. Is this going to be a chance for us? Or is this a highlight because we're making a substitution? Who knows? Derek's on it from distance. Derek, shot on goal. Well, close. Still haven't had a goal scorer outside of Bon Jovi, Toft, Highset and Spearer. Will it happen today? All right, spell come again here. Bon Jovi's on it. And, well, good turn from him. Plays it into Derek, who could be our 5th goal scorer, but into Spearer, who's doing it on himself. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Sebastian Spearer. It was all about herbs and spices. There isn't actually a partnership name for Spearer and Heiser, but they are working beautifully this season together. It's reminiscent of herbs and spices, we'll say that much. What a goal that is, by the way. Into the top corner. Spearer absolutely loving it. Doing his patented pyramid celebration because of, I don't know why. Maybe he just likes it as a holiday destination. Who knows? But looking fantastic, looking sharp, and with little time to go. Bursaspor offering very little. I feel a bit for Lokomotiv Moscow, who just haven't got a point in the group. So, whipping boys. With 5 seconds to go then, Derek carries it forward, back to Belanova. Belanova's a lovely name to say, I must say. And there it is then, Spal 3, Bursaspor 0, and a really good performance from us at home. That's the result we wanted. Qualification is secure, and I'm hoping, although I don't know, yes, we're going to have the group stage draw for this, or the knockout stage draw, coming up today. We will get some money for the Europa League progression as well, and everyone is happy. Top of Serie A, and he said La Liga, different league, top of Serie A, and now through in the group stages. As I mentioned, we do have the knockout stages after the Palermo game. We'll make sure we stay for that one straight after the Palermo game, which is coming up next. Oh, there we are, look. The board have announced the planned expansion of the club's youth and training facilities have been completed. Good. Do we have any news on the stadium, though? No? Because time is running out. We know nothing about it. I'm not convinced it's happening. And if it is happening, and then it goes, yeah, it'll be happening in 2027, I'm going to be fuming. Okay, folks, welcome back. Palermo game coming up for you right now. Rico will be in goal, then Bellanova, Diaz, Scrivani, and Cini starts, because Barloco's injured. Suspended, sorry, because he's always suspended. That's just the way it goes. Shaqiri goes just in front. Derek, Centeno, Toft, Heiserspira, and we still only have 4 goal scorers. That's the real quiz now. We're about to hit Christmas. This is our final league game of the year. And, I mean, before the winter break, will there be another goal scorer? That's the big question. Now, Palermo have had a decent year. They've got some nice players. Andrea Patagna, he looks good. So be wary of him, Ben. That's the thing. Be wary. They've also got Ravel Morrison playing in behind. So I'm not sure how they're 7th. Right, I expect nothing but a win. Keep this run going. Keep them calm. And, yeah, we actually won a little bit of a run ever since the Intergame. Really, the Intergame's been there. Oh, my God. Someone get the protractor out, because we've got ourselves a square pitch. I mean, look at the state of it. Look at the absolute state of it. No wonder anything in 7th, because teams turn up and they're like, oh yeah, we're just doing 5-a-side. And they're like, no, this is our actual pitch. Joke. It's an absolute joke. I mean, if we're successful, maybe we'll have to look into going for a square pitch. But, I mean, they should know what's up with this, and that's not fair. Derek's on it, though, as he gives it to Bellanova, and back into Centeno, who's got options. If you can pick one out, finds Bellanova. This could be dangerous for us, actually. Bellanova, ball's back to Centeno, shot on goal, maybe left-footed into the back of the net, and that's what we're talking about. Loads of space on either side for us to put in widgets, but we won't. But a great goal. We'll bring out the league table a little bit so you can see wins, losses, and all that sort of jazz. But a great start for us. Bellanova lays it back to him, and he's got options there lining up for him, but he goes for himself. And a good shot into the back of the net. Lovely stuff. And he's given it that, which I tell you, it's a patented celebration. I would say, actually, FM18 around the corner. I'd quite like some new celebrations, if that's all right. I don't know who I'm talking to. Hello? I don't know who I'm talking to. Bellanova on it to Scrivani. And with about 5 minutes left of this half, we may well push our advantage even further, as Dorian Heise, he could shoot from there, to be honest, but he loses out to Ravel Morrison, who plays it forward, and now Palermo have got a little chance to score a goal here, which is not welcomed, as they have a shot on goal. Rico with a good save, palms it behind, and the scores remain 1-0. Corner kick for them, which will come to nothing, I suspect, because that's Rico with a good claim. There we go. I feel like you see less corner goals this year than before. I've got to say, well, I'm looking at the league table there. Empoli, Trapani and Chievo are struggling. Juve are right down there. They're lucky, if anything, that there's a big gap between them. Now, Spira looks like he's got an injury. It's either Kevin Lasagna or it's Mario Balotelli. No need to risk Spira with a potential head injury. I'm thinking we give, Kevin Lasagna the chance, because he's not played much this year. And we've seen what he's capable of, so let's get him out there. Come on then, Kevin. What have you got to show me? No, he's got the bloody number 10 shirt. This might be his final year, so he's got an opportunity here to prove the doubters wrong. I don't know who those people are. Maybe restaurant critics. Regardless, ball played out to this right side. Ball played in. And Dorian Heise claims and finds Kevin Lasagna. What's he going to do, Kevin? What have you got for us? Complete a pass. That's what we're talking about. Derek drives forward. A goal for another player, maybe. Bellanova. Kevin Lasagna! Oh, Kevin. He's our 5th goal scorer this season. It's his first game. Oh, Kevin Lasagna. Oh, Kevin Lasagna. Oh, Kevin Lasagna. Oh, Kevin. I'm 27. Derek, corner ball played in. Maybe the floodgates have opened as Ruben Diaz hits the bar. Hasn't respected the so things can only get t-shirt. Centeno into Toft. Oh, into Lasagna, who is running the show right now. Centeno out to Cini on this side. Ball played in perhaps by Cini. He's waiting, slowing it down. Cini. Ball played in, and it's going to be cleared eventually. Although Derek gets it back. Will he get on the score sheet perhaps? As Centeno into Derek. Oh, into Toft. Into Dorian. Dorian with a shot. Dorian with the poor. It's a weak shot. Pathetic shot. Dorian Heise has got 18 months left on his contract at this stage, and there are 14 clubs interested. What do we do with it? Well, I mean, comment section. What do we do with Dorian? What do you do? Do you sell him in the summer? I don't know. I've had a few people say, oh, give it to your director to deal with, and he might sort it out. Because he's unhappy, he's not willing to talk to anybody. So that's going well. Ruben Diaz. I mean, there's still time in this game for a 3rd goal. And at 2-0, you can be relatively comfortable, but the game's not over as Dorian Heise makes sure it is over. And a really good performance. And the run continues. 19th goal of the season for Dorian. Him and Spira have been setting the world alight as Ruben Diaz finds Derek, who's, I must say, the assist there is magnificent. The ball's whipped in. Dorian with a header. Doesn't score many of them, but that one is one. And he goes for a bit of that, and we're all a fan of it. Still some time as Palermo come for, well, okay. That seems unnecessary, doesn't it? Can't keep a clean sheet, can you, Rico? You just cannot keep one. Apart from that last game when he did. Heise, free kick. Oh! It was like you were on a shit roller coaster, wasn't it? But there we are then, a 3-1 win. And it keeps us nicely at the top of the table, and a good set of results for us as we come to this Europa League draw that's coming up. Spear is going to be out with a facial injury. We'll just send him to the doctor for a couple of days. We have got one more game this season against Catania, and that's in the Cup. That's in the Team Cup first round. Of course, we are the holders of that, so it'll be nice to try and go back-to-back and win it all over again. And then we open the January with Juventus. If we'd quite like to see January done in a similar way to before, where we show you a lot of the January transfer window, let me know, comment section, that's where you need it. If not, then it doesn't matter, and we'll just do it with some games instead. But I feel like Dorian might be a point of contention. And by point of contention, Barcelona, Porto, Juve, Leicester, Milan, Roma, Schalke, Benfica, Stoke, Tottenham and Real Madrid. So, point of contention. He's still transfer listed. Can't do anything about it. Okay, let's do this draw then for the Europa League, and then we'll wrap things up. Now, I think this is somehow seeded. Of course, a lot of the teams will have come down now from the Champions League into this. So there's some big old ties that could be played, and we are involved. So let's get... Oh, who knew that would occur? Okay, and the second team is, boom, Mainz from Germany. Okay, that's an interesting one. Probably could have got a lot tougher. That's quite a good one. There's some nice ties in there. Udinese plays Sevilla. We've got Lyon versus Ajax. Aberdeen, Arsenal's in there as well. And the next will play Juve. Okay then, some nice games, but I'm pretty happy with Mainz, if I'm honest. They're currently 6th in the Bundesliga, so they're decent, and it could cause me some problems, but I'm relatively happy. Balanta, Football Manager Hall of Famer, is their captain as well, which is quite nice to see. So there we are then. That, of course, will be late next year. I'll say late next year in February, but it feels like a million miles away. And I'll see you for it then. If you've enjoyed today's video, do drop a like on it. If you want to see a little bit more, subscribe to the channel. And we love, with care, Philip me, Benji FM. See you again soon. Goodbye. I don't know, I think just a goodbye from a northern person just sounds a bit more comforting. Like you might even see them again. Also, Derek. You won't be happy about that.